YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Reggie again. Today, as you can see, I've got a top 10 longest lasting summer scents slash day scents. We're still kind of up in the air how I want to word this one, but pretty much any aquatic, aromatic, lighter scent that you're going to pull off in the daytime or in high summer heat. This is what my list is really going to be compiled of. These are going to be fragrances that are going to get you at least 6 hours solid use from a day-to-day wear. And this is going to be on my skin. I've got very dry skin, so it's very difficult to have fragrances last more than 3-4 hours, especially on the aquatic note, on the summer fragrances that have a lighter tendency with the citrus notes that don't last very long. But let's get started with one honorable mention this time around in my top 10. It is going to be Lopar Kenzo from the Kenzo House. This one's got a really nice yuzu note, sweet yuzu note on the top. Beautifully done, gets me around 6, possibly 8 hours depending. Great honorable mention. Smells terrific, gets compliments. Starting off at number 10 on this list is going to be by Terry Mugler, Angel Men's Sun Essence Summer Storm. Now this one has a beautiful mandarin note at the top and dries down with that patchouli, and the patchouli is what keeps it going. I get a solid 8 hours out of this, and it's pretty remarkable for summer fragrance, I think. Any fragrance that lasts around 8 hours that's meant for the summer starts off with that beautiful orange note and dries down to that patchouli, and the patchouli is what keeps it going in this fragrance. Great at number 10, 8 hours on my top 10 list for longest lasting summer fragrances. At number 9, well, number 9 and number 8 are going to be very similar, and I was doing my testing back and forth, so these are going to be very comparable. Christian Audigiers Love and Luck. I get a solid 10 hours out of this every time I wear it. 8 to 10 on both of these fragrances I'm about to list, because they're very similar. They both smell very coincidentally like a nice niche house by Creed, Millésime Imperial. Of course they're going to have that same resemblance, but this one at the top has much more of a pronounced citrus note, which I love, and same with the ladies. Ladies love this stuff. You're going to get compliments. It lasts on my skin. I know some people get spotty longevity with this. It lasts on my skin a solid 8 to 10 hours. I love this stuff, and as you can see by the usage, can't go wrong with Christian Audigiers Love and Luck. That's coming in at number 9. At number 8, this is going to be another very similar fragrance. Sean John's Unforgivable. Now this one, I would say smells a little bit more sophisticated and refined. I haven't smelled the multi-platinum edition. I'm sure that smells even better or closer to MI. So this one again, it's very same, aromatic, white musk at the base, lasts at least 8 to 10 hours on my skin, and has a very, very nice aromatic quality to it. This is Sean John's Unforgivable at number 8. At number 7, we've got a very unique one that hasn't been in my lists as of yet. Lacoste Style and Play, or Lacoste Red. Now, this one blew me away when I first smelled it, and it was one of my first purchases when I started collecting, and I'm very glad that it was. It turned me off when I first smelled it. It had a very alcohol-ridden top note. I could smell the apples, but it was a pronounced amount of alcohol, and I'm not sure if that is what helps this fragrance out so much, but it has amazing longevity, amazing sillage. It is phenomenal. Again, another aromatic with apples at the top, white musk at the bottom, that lasts a very long time. I get a solid 10 hours out of this fragrance right here. Another one that's around 8 to 10. Coming in at number 7 on my top 10 list for summer/day wear fragrances. At number 6 is a cheapie. I mean, it's still sold in retail, but you can pick this up at your discounter. This is Chrome Legend. Now, again, I don't know if you guys are noticing any similarities here, but white musk in the dry down, apples up top, bit of a soapy scent in the middle. Very, very well done fragrance. Probably one of my favorites from this house. Not a huge fan of the original Azaros Chrome, but I do like Chrome Legend. This stuff is great and lasts forever on my skin. I get a good solid 10 hours out of this fragrance every time I wear it. It projects, it gets compliments, and as you can see by the usage, again, another one that gets the job done at number 6. Now at number 5, this one I absolutely love to death, but I'm actually going to end up getting its counterpart here soon. This is Prada's Amber Pour Homme. And this one, again, my sexy soap fragrance lasts forever on my skin. This stuff, in general, soapy fragrances last on my skin quite a bit longer than my normal aquatic and or aromatic fragrances. This one blows my mind, and the intense version, as I mentioned earlier, is phenomenal. I actually had a chance to apply it on my skin twice, so I'm definitely going to buy it. Definitely going to be on one of my purchase lists very soon. This stuff though, the original, probably gets right up there, 10 hours, possibly 12 hours, depending on your application, depending on the heat. This stuff lasts a while on my skin. And same with the intense version, beautifully well done. The intense version is going to be a lot less soapy, more of a darker scent, but is still very wearable. I think it is more wearable than this more unisex version, and it lasts longer. So either of those would be great choices, but this one in particular is a phenomenal scent. I happen to prefer this scent in a whole better than the intense version, but I can still appreciate the intense version. So that's going to be at number 5. Prada Amber's Pour Homme. Coming in at number 4. Now this guy just never seems to cease, just keeps on coming. That is Versace's Pour Homme, the Medusa. Absolutely love this stuff. Again guys, I get 12, 14 hours sometimes. I know a lot of people are really spotty with the longevity on this guy. I haven't had any problems with it. I'm very fortunate to say that this one lasts and projects on my skin like gangbusters. I absolutely love this stuff. Great citrus top note. I'm not going to go into it again. Describe this a million times. This stuff is phenomenal. At number 3, the solid 10 to 12 hours on my skin. Can't beat it. Lasts forever and gets compliments. That's Versace's Pour Homme. Now at number 3. This one blew me away upon testing because it would get a solid 12 to 14 hours on my skin. This is Carolina Herrera's 212 for Men. Now, amazing, guys. I cannot believe they actually pulled this one off. You get a nice lemon grass note at the top, and it starts drying down, and all you can smell is just sweet aquatic grapefruit along with some musk. It's a very salty aquatic, but it lasts forever. Absolutely forever. I'm getting a solid 12 to 14 hours on my skin, and I can't put too much of this on either, otherwise I'm going to be choking people out. This stuff is potent, very potent for a summer fragrance. Great choice if you need something that's going to last you throughout the day. Again, what I mean by last me, I can still smell it on my skin. So it may not be projecting as well as you want after 14 hours, but if I can put my nose up to my skin and still smell it, I'm not going to complain. This again at number 3, Carolina Herrera. Can't go wrong with it. Solid 12 to 14 hours. Coming in at number 2 for the top 10 list. This is going to be a double mention again. I had the original, I've got the flanker, I love both, but I love this one more. That is Cartier's Roadster Sport Edition. Now, the original and the flanker both have excellent longevity, excellent sillage, absolutely beautiful smelling, refined scents, well done, well blended scents. I happen to prefer this one. This one is just a little bit more wearable and a little bit less mature than the original. I might end up growing on the original, but for now this one's going to be a staple in my collection. I get a solid 14 hours every time I wear it, which is amazing. You get that beautiful mint from the original Roadster, but mixed with citrus, and it's a lot more of a fresh mint rather than that dirty mint that you find in the original. And I think that's what puts me off. And I'm going to stick with this one for my number 2 because this is a phenomenal fragrance, well blended, coming in at 14 hours longevity on my skin. Now, for my number 1, this one's going to be a shout out to the entire house, and for the men at least version, the entire flanker and line from Issey Miyake. Of course, you probably already know this is going to be L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. This is the sport version right here. This is actually the brand new 2012 version. I decided to grab this one since I got a couple that I'm swapping back and forth. I'm going to end up getting a 6.8 of the original, but any of the Issey Miyake fragrances that you pick up, whether it be the original L'Eau d'Issey, which I find to be the strongest and longest lasting, or the summer flankers, or the intense version, or the low blue version, they all are phenomenal. All last. The original and even the flankers last forever. I'm talking 12 plus hours. On the original, I was getting sometimes up to 24 hours. That stuff just lasts on my skin. It is by far the most long-lasting, best projecting fragrance, and I mean the original. The sport versions and the summer versions are very well done too. They've got a bit more citrus on the top note rather than that classic yuzu scent that you smell. But all of them, I've got to give my high marks out to. Again, that is, and I love the finish on this bottle, that's why I got it. Nice metallic finish with the mirrored, polished, and race-oriented, sport-oriented, if I can focus here, cap. But again, guys, the entire L'Eau d'Essai line, cannot beat them, coming in at #1 on my top 10 list. I appreciate all of you guys subscribing. Please rate below. I'm going to be coming up with another list here soon for my night scents, so give me some time on that. It's a lot of testing that goes into these. I just don't pull these out of a hat, unfortunately. So again, thank you for watching, guys, and you guys take care. Rate, comment, subscribe.